Welcome to Firefighting in Canada this week. I'm Moriah Campbell, and today's edition is brought to you by VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. This week, Swift Current Saskatchewan hosted the Saskatchewan Volunteer Firefighters Association's Fall Fire School. Then, firefighters from Ontario and beyond attend the 10th Annual Fire Service Women Ontario Symposium and AGM in Ottawa. And in the September edition of Firefighting in Canada, David Moseley shared his first-hand perspective on grieving the death of a loved one. Last weekend, Swift Current Saskatchewan hosted the Saskatchewan Volunteer Firefighters Association's Fall Fire School. Around 300 volunteer firefighters from across the province took part in practical courses and classes to help them better support their communities, reports Swift Current online. Saskatchewan Volunteer Firefighters Association President Doug Lapchuk said the goal of these schools is to provide affordable training to volunteer departments across the province. For around $200, volunteer firefighters received 16 hours of both practical and in-class training. Courses like low-angle rescue, vehicle firefighting, and wildland fire suppression were run out of the Swift Current Fire Department training grounds, and 18 different in-class sessions were held at the Swift Current Comprehensive High School. The Saskatchewan Volunteer Firefighters Association has been holding 2 fire schools a year since 1990. The next fire school will be held from April 3rd to 5th in Humboldt, Saskatchewan. From October 18th to 20th, Ottawa Fire Services and La Cité Carlegal hosted the 10th Annual Fire Service Women Ontario Professional Development Symposium and AGM. Firefighters from Ontario and other areas of Canada and the U.S. came together for professional development. Hot classes, workshops, and in-class sessions offered throughout the event focused on improving skills, safety, and confidence of all who attended. The weekend began with dinner, awards, and a keynote speech from Danny Cotton, Commissioner of the London Fire Brigade. Cotton spoke candidly about the difficulties of being a woman in the fire service and her journey through the ranks. Also, Louise Hines-Schmidt, FSWO President, formally stepped down from her role and announced her successor, Pike Kirpin. Kirpin says she is looking forward to the new position.
It's really an opportunity to continue the growth that we've experienced, particularly over the last 3 years, and to take Fire Service Women Ontario to the next level with our research and our programs for women in the fire service.
The 2020 FSWO Professional Development Symposium and AGM will be held in Oakville, Ontario from November 6th to 8th. In the September edition of Firefighting in Canada, David Moseley shared his first-hand perspective on grieving the death of a loved one. Moseley described the different stages of grief he went through after the passing of his wife, Chris. He said, dealing with difficult calls as well as personal grief can be confusing and stir up emotions of guilt and anger. Moseley said it's important to express these emotions so your team can better understand and support you. Firefighters are used to helping others, so asking for help and receiving it can be difficult. If you know a fellow firefighter who has recently lost a loved one, Moseley suggests acknowledging their loss, listening, sharing your own personal experiences, and being patient with their grief. To read more, head to firefightingincanada.com. This is Annex Business Media's Niche TV. Thanks again to VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. Stay tuned for our next episode on Friday, November 1st.